Kate Monahan, coming to you from Pembroke on the unceded, unsurrendered territories of the Algonquin Anishinaabe peoples. It is my honor to champion Black Boys Like Me by Toronto author and educator Matthew R. Morris for this year's Ottawa Valley Reads. If you love rich, introspective personal essays that are stitched together like a hip hop album through thoughtful storytelling, then you have to add this book to your summer reading list. And I'd also maybe recommend considering setting up a playlist as you read. The music is as important to these stories as the language Morris uses, the places he describes, and the other people involved in each essay. I selected this book to champion because I'm nosy. I love to know about people's lives and how they make sense of their experiences. And the personal essay is just a really great format for an author to explore their inner and their outer worlds. It's a lot of work to craft essays that bring us as readers along for that exploration of worlds and that have to hang together to show us the arc of the author's story. And Matthew Morris really makes this look so easy, connecting us through quick snippets of conversation with his family, friends, teachers, colleagues, through the music he was into, through sharing his inner world as Matthew, the narrator, navigated each story from school to sports to work to family arguments, from childhood to adulthood, and from Scarborough to Detroit to Hamilton, New York, and back to Toronto. I also picked Morris's debut book, because I too spend a lot of time thinking and writing about identity, about belonging, and what exactly it means to be home. All key themes throughout each essay. So while I could relate in many ways to some of his reflections, like when he says at the end of the sixth essay, a form of liberation arises in the space in which we create our own aesthetic, where we decide what to wear on our bodies and how to walk, and whether we'll pierce our ears and tattoo our skin. Our liberation arises when we are uniquely ourselves. So that resonated with me, but I very obviously didn't grow up a Black boy like him. I've been on this planet for 46 years. I've lived in the US for my first 28 years. My dad also went to Colgate University, like Morris did for his first couple of years of university. And then for the next 16 years, I lived just down Eglinton Avenue East from where Morris grew up. So in my head, I can understand the stories he tells, his outer world experiences. What's new for me is how far into his inner experience of being a Black boy and then being a Black man he allows us as readers. From his inner monologues when encountering another Black man walking down the street to his feelings around the myth of meritocracy, which he runs into in sports and in school, which in actuality, it wasn't even a safe place for him to excel in the first place. As an educator makes my heart hurt a bit. So I can say Morris took me on a journey on what it was like and what it continues to be like to be Black in North America. But what I really mean is that I am so grateful that he gave me and us as readers so much nuanced and reflective access to his feelings, to his emotions, to his mental state. It provides such context to the outer world experiences. And honestly, it's a really generous education for me and for readers about his lived experience. One other thing I particularly loved about this collection of essays was how well developed key members of Morris's family were, such that by the time that the eighth essay rolled around and really the beginning of the bonus track essay, I found myself not only crying for Matthew, the narrator, but also for the family members that I developed a relationship with because of Morris's storytelling. So from Introduction to Acknowledgements, this book was an awesome read. And if I could leave you with one last quote from Matthew Morris himself, I would leave you actually with the last line of his acknowledgments. And he says, "We're all searching for answers. If there's one that I hope this book teases out, it's that we each have to come up with our own." So please go read Black Boys Like Me by Matthew R. Morris and let me know what you think. Thanks.